Mr. Felix Black back with the next episode of the Hear Me Out podcast, representing vidthrough.com. Check out vidthrough for all of your gaming needs. I don't know, I keep saying this. Every time I do this podcast, I keep telling you guys, you know what? I'm going to do it on a more consistent basis. But I run out of topics to talk about because I do videos for YouTube as well. So I always walk that line to figure out which videos I want to put on YouTube and which topics I want to talk about over the podcast. Now, recently I've been doing a lot of podcasts with other people, because I like to have guests on to get a different opinion and, just talk a little bit with someone else. Because I know just talking to yourself can get boring, and you guys just listening to me without another opinion can get a little boring. But I don't have people lining up to be guests like that. That's fine, But this podcast right here, man, is just some stuff that's been on my chest for the past couple of days. I had some real childish stuff happening, man. I'm 31 years old and I have fun on YouTube, and I post to YouTube to help others, to represent VidThrough, and because I see a chance to make a couple dollars, doing a hobby. And that's my approach. I don't apologize for that approach. I know a lot of people are always going to be politically correct and, I don't do it for the money. It's not about the money. And I'm not even going to sit here and tell that lie. If there was no way that you could plateau on YouTube and have the opportunity to make a little money, I probably wouldn't be doing it. And that just pushes me to push out good content. Like I said, I like to talk anyway, and I like to be in the entertainment industry, not an actor, or not necessarily entertaining you guys with, funny videos or just stuff like that. I'm a thinker, and I just like to get my opinions out to people, hear what they have to say, and go back to back like that. So it's not merely an actor, more of a radio host, like a TV, like a talk show host, something like that. But I did invest a lot of money in this. I got upgraded computer, upgraded microphone, pop filter, editing software, all of that stuff that costs money, games that I ordinarily wouldn't have bought or brought, however you say it, if I wasn't posting to YouTube in that facet. So I've spent money on this. I want my return on that money if I can get it. Okay. So I make no apologies about that. Let everyone else be politically correct and say it's not in it for the money to try to keep subs. Like I said, man, I never worry about the sub count because I did a poll, or I did a video about how many views do you expect to get based on your subscribers? And generally people said a quarter. So that's 1/4. So if 4 people are subbed to me, that means only one person's watching it. Why even worry about a sub count? As far as likes and dislikes, that's people's opinion. And I'm okay with getting a dislike. I have someone now who dislikes all my videos. Am I going to get upset about that? No, I appreciate the view. And, the respect is not there because you don't have enough gall to say what you didn't like about the video. But I'm not upset about it. That's you. You hide behind the internet. You do your thing. There's no beef there because I know posting to YouTube, you subject yourself to stuff like that. But what I won't do is argue with someone over the internet, especially a child. And I have my idea of what a child is. You may not be a child. I could really care less because I don't know you, don't have any desire to know you. But one thing I won't do is argue with people over the internet. That's just childish to me. Everyone's a big bad guy when they're sitting behind a TV screen. So first of all, we play video games. So we're not into anything serious. So the fact that you get serious about it is just totally lame. The way that I do commentaries is the way that benefits me. I'm not a comedian, laugh. I do comedic stuff, like I said, to branch out on my channel, to do a little variety, to try something new. That's how you grow as a commentator. That's how you grow as a channel. This is all my opinion. Of course, this is the Hear Me Out podcast. So this is my opinion. It's not written in stone. So that's how you grow. You try new stuff. Whatever works. Whatever doesn't. If you want to ride the coattails of someone else who does something that you see works and you want to emulate that, that's fine. That's on you. But there's only been a couple commentators that I've ever heard or come across that do more of the serious commentary. Well, I'm not going to call any names, and I'm sure there are some out there that I haven't come across. But that's just my persona. That's what fits me well, and I think I get a good response to some of the more serious topics or some of the more real topics when I put out a video with those topics, as opposed to maybe the comedic ones that I do that don't get a lot of return or a lot of response. What I want is the response. So I won't argue with kids over Twitter. I won't argue with kids over YouTube. I think that I've been a pretty open person, and anyone who's needed help in whatever they wanted to do, I've tried my best to do that. Can I get your channel off the ground and get you 1 million subs? Of course not. You shouldn't want that anyway. But I'm too old to be doing that, man. And I got my partnership. I got my community manager position with VidThru. So I've accomplished my goals on YouTube. So I don't have to answer to anybody for anything. I don't get paid off of likes. I don't get paid off of dislikes. I don't get any satisfaction out of getting a like or a dislike, because half the videos that I watch, I give them likes just to support whoever's giving the video. If I disagree with whatever they have to say in the video, I'll leave that disagreement in the comments. It's called feedback. But rarely have I disliked the video, and it would have to be really vulgar, really immature, and just really all around just dumb to dislike a video. I think in my 2 years of figuring out people posted videos to YouTube, I've maybe disliked 10 videos. Maybe. Most of them I start listening and click off. So most people who think that I go around disliking their videos, come on, man. Yeah, or woman, you're not even that important to me to where I would log on to your page every day to dislike a video. That's first and foremost. Second, it's not like what I do full time is not substantial enough. Like I said, those who are closest to me, not even closest, man, but just people that I politic with. Yes, politic with, WIT, and we just talk. They already know. So again, YouTube is still a hobby for me. I'm not one of these commentators that need YouTube in order to survive. Man, I live comfortably. Me and the missus live comfortably as it is without YouTube. This is just a part-time job that I think I have the persona to grow in, and something I like doing. A lot of people may know it's tough when you're a person that you have all of these thoughts, all of these opinions, and you just don't have anywhere to put them out to. You don't have anywhere to get it off your chest. You can have a journal or a diary, but you don't have an audience. You know what I mean? You don't have people listening to you saying, you know what, man, you're damn right about what you just said, or you know what, man, you're damn crazy for what you just said. You know what I mean? So that's what I feed off of. I feed off of the reaction of the crowd, whether it be negative. If it's negative and you get mad, it's almost like being the away team hitting a three, because basketball is where it's at. being down or being tied on the road, jaying up a 3 and just silencing the crowd, having people like, man, screw him, or come on, man, that's BS. That's beautiful, man. For what I say to incite a reaction to where that affects you at the core, that's like, that just feeds me, man, because that means those words hit home. It's the same reaction if you just agree and you just like, you know what, man, what you said inspired me, really hit home with me. It's the same reaction for me, because what I'm saying is it's making a difference. For me, the worst thing I could do to you is ignore you. Not give you the view, not give you the like, not give you the satisfaction. Whatever you're doing out there, you do it. You know, I wish you the best of luck in whatever you do. That's everybody on YouTube. I wish you the best of luck in what you do. I will never singularly attack a channel. If a channel comes and attacks me, more power to you. Make a video about it, link them to my channel, tell them check out the videos and come through. I appreciate it, because I've already achieved what I want to achieve. I could quit YouTube right now. I could. I was here to see if I could get a partnership. I got that. I don't give a damn if it's not with Machinima, if it's not with Yaosh, if it's not with TGN, it's with VidThru. And I'm not just another director on VidThru. I'm a community manager. I'm helping to build a gaming network, not just on YouTube, but on the internet, on OWN TV. So I never just wanted to be one of the players on the team. I wanted to be management. I wanted to be with the people that make the decisions. And we're building a great team over there, and it's fantastic. All the people who out there who are hating, saying, oh, well, I don't like them for whatever reason, because they don't like people who don't curse. That's stupid, and you're dumb for saying that, because that's not even true. I think that's great when I hear that, because people are upset, which most people who haven't heard of VidThru, they will get a negative connotation, but the average person will kind of figure out, well, what is VidThru anyway? Or what are you saying? Or what do you mean that they don't take people who cuss? I cuss. Everyone cusses. Do we want that to be the backbone of your commentary? No, because that shows that you lack a certain element. You can't speak without, cursing repeatedly. That's not entertainment. That's just you trying to, I don't even know what that is. It's just, when I hear that and it's just unnecessary, it's not entertainment to me. It's not funny. It's nothing. It's a reason to click off the video and move on to the next person. So beyond all that, we found who we're looking for, and we're going to continue to find who we're looking for. So the people that hate on VidThru continue. So I got what I was looking for on YouTube. So to argue with anyone across the internet, that's pathetic. For me to go focus on another channel, what they're doing, that's pathetic. I got a full channel of myself and others to be worried about. So I don't care what the competition's doing. If they're doing something groundbreaking, great. I mean, they got to it first. Am I going to make this political ad and go on this rampage about how they're not great and how they do this, how they do that? No, that's for everyone has a different opinion about whether you should do that stuff or whether you shouldn't do that stuff. For me, I just go about my business, quiet professional. I just go about my business and do what I'm supposed to do. Like I said, anyone who comes to my channel with talking stupid, talking dumb about play style, what's happening on the channel, you're going to get blocked. You're going to continue to get blocked, and you're going to get ignored, because I'm not doing anything illegal. Here's what it is. And this is pretty much the main idea. Hold on, let me get a sip of water. I'm like a comedian. Let me get a sip of water before I go into this. It's about growing on YouTube, people. It's about maximizing your audience. Would I like everyone to leave a comment? Yes. Does everyone leave a comment? No. No one can say that every viewer they get will leave a comment. That's stupid of you to say. And that's going to be the main idea of this. Just stupidity and dumbness. Because that's what it is. It's stupidity. Part of it's immaturity. But most of it's just stupidity and ignorance. It's to grow. Felix Black, Mr. Felix Black, Mock Tactics, whatever you know me by. I've never been a person who posts a video to YouTube and then wait for viewers. To me, that lacks initiative. You're lazy. You're sorry. You're one of the people who need to get up off of YouTube because you're clogging it. I've never been that. I go get the viewers. I post to various websites. I'll talk to people offline about what those websites are. I'm not ashamed of that. I will never be ashamed of that because I see COD videos everywhere. And if I see a White Boy 7th Street, a Woody's Gamer Tag video on another website, I'm damn sure going to put my video on that website. Because whether you like them or not, what they do it for, that's none of your damn business why they post to YouTube. But whether you like them or not, they got the subs. They're getting the view ratio, whatever it is they get to get the money, to get paid. They're getting it. And I can never hate on another man or woman for doing that. I mean, you do what benefits you. I don't know your background. I don't know your future. I don't know where you want to be headed. So I can't even judge you. So if I see their videos on another website, what is the problem with that? It's about growing your audience. That's what I do. That's what I will continue to do. And if you don't like that, again, please unsub, please unfollow, and ignore me. Ignore me. That's as simple as that. It's stupidity to think that that is a bad thing to maximize your audience. You know how many Call of Duty forums there are on the internet? You know how many people there are? That's, like I said, it's not about likes. I could care if you like or dislike the video. I just want you to see it. If you like it, you'll come back for more. If you don't like it, you won't. But the more people that see it, the more people you have a chance of liking the video. That's what it's all about. You're just going to post it to YouTube, and the internet has what? I don't even know how many viewers on the internet. So you're just going to post your video to one website with the hopes that someone views that video. That is total lack of initiative. That is total lack of the big picture. The big picture is your channel grows, the more viewers you get. I don't care if you got 10 million subscribers. If you're getting one view, that's not any growth on your channel. But if you flood the market, which Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Gatorade does with advertisements everywhere you go, I want you to see this. I want you to get this in your eyes, to remember this, to remember the Nike swoosh. The Nike swoosh. That's everywhere. Why? To maximize the audience that sees it. So when you see that swoosh, you know it's Nike. Nike doesn't post it in Oregon and hope everyone finds it. No, they go to the audience. So to say me going to the audience is something wrong, that's dumb. So that's why I won't argue with that, because that view is just, it's ignorant. And it's just, I have no time for that. So this will be my, because I don't want to, how do I want to put this? Because I don't want to engage in any wars, man. I want to put the information out there for anyone. I don't have anything to hide. Come through, talk to me, holler at me. That's all you have to do. Like a man, a woman, don't be a little kid. That's all I'm saying. Little kids get blocked. I don't talk to little kids. I don't have any business talking to little kids. None. You watch the video, leave a comment, I'll comment back. Other than that, I'm not friends with little kids. And I'm not friends with people with little kid views. It's that simple. That's not an arrogant statement. That's not a confident statement. But I think I'm at a point now where me and kids have nothing in common. Absolutely nothing. Kids on Xbox, they get muted. I don't talk to kids. I talk to people around my age range, people with my experience, people I can relate to. That's not a 12-year-old. I'm sorry if there's a 12-year-old out there who's done 12 years in the military, who's been to Iraq, been to Afghanistan, who does biological research for the military, research and development, has a YouTube channel, actually does community management for a gaming network. If there's a person out there who's 12 and does that, I apologize. Simple as that. But for the most part, anyone with teen in their age, I mean, we can converse, we can be cool and talk back and forth on Twitter. But as far as friends, that's pushing it. It's just being honest. Again, you can always unsubscribe, unfollow. I won't get upset about that. That's just the honest truth. I will not get upset about that. Hate. People burn a lot of calories hating. I don't understand what the point about that is. Look, I said this in Black the Ripper. And I think I just might transfer that persona to the podcast when I don't have guests, of course. I do tips and trick videos. Simple as that. I know everyone thinks that they're the best player on YouTube, and they're probably not. Everyone who wants to state that they rush, when they probably don't for the most part. Everyone who wants to state that they're down for winning, for playing the objective, when they're not for the most part. In my opinion, if you have to call attention to all that stuff, that's not something you do on the regular. If I have to post a rushing Moab, yada, 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 that's not something I do on the regular. That's why I had Road to the Rushing Moab. You don't see me Road to the Defensive Moab. Why? Because that's something I do all the time. So, I do tips and trick videos. If you don't like that, ignore the channel. Like, how many times do I have to say that? Ignore it. I do defensive tips and tricks. I don't give a damn if you like it or not. Period. I'm not out here to make people laugh and to do dumb stuff in videos. That's not me. I'm not here to run around and show people how good I am. That's not me. But the funny thing is that when these bigger YouTubes do it, it's all right. Right? Because I know that I've seen people who actually have liked the video or commented on the video and thought it was great. And it was totally defensive play style, camping, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But when they see someone who maybe they think shouldn't be as big as they are do it, oh, it's an issue. Oh, it's a real big issue. And that's just pathetic to me. It's really pathetic to me. And when I started off on YouTube, man, it was more of a collaboration. Hey, man, we're both around the same size channel. Do you want to do a dual com? That's as easy as it was back then. Now it's, well, you're not going to get big unless a bigger channel recognizes you. What? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You're not going to get big unless a bigger YouTube channel recognizes you. Wow. And we wonder why the big YouTube channels act the way that they do. Because you guys look up to these channels like they're God. And they're not. They're not. They're the forefathers. They were doing it before any of us knew that you could do this on YouTube. They're all over your recommended channels. They have so many videos posted that most of the COD stuff that comes up is under their name. You have word of mouth where people are going to say, well, check out Woody, check out White Boy, check out X-Jaws, just off the break because they're the largest channels. But to tell me you can't get big unless a bigger YouTube channel recognizes you, could you please quit pulling on coattails? That is something I totally disrespect. Blaze your own trail. I'm not saying you can't be inspired by something, but to pretty much put it in another channel's hands, whether you make it or break it, is sorry, and it's a cop-out. And I won't do that. I don't care if I get one comment a video and get 25,000 views. Oh well, the people who saw it didn't want to comment. I don't care about that. I gave them the opportunity to watch the video. They didn't like it. Okay. I'm not going to go into the corner and die. I'm not going to go to the corner and curl up. That is just not me. And it will never be me. The only people that can tell me that what I'm doing is just totally, absolutely wrong are those closest to me. And you guys probably don't even know who they are unless this is one of my closest people listening. In other words, you could. But 9 times out of 10, they won't. Because again, I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job. Honestly, I'm not saying I'm the best, but I put 100% into everything that I do. If someone has a question, I don't mind asking, man. I'm not worried about being replaced. I'm not going to be doing videos for the rest of my life. This was a stepping stone. My next phase starts next year. So hopefully I'm not even doing videos in 2014. You know, hopefully I'm past that. I mean, especially YouTube, because it's going to shit and it's going to the little kids and the teenagers that think that and the early 20 people who think that they know everything and are still living on their parents' dimes and haven't done anything in life. Nothing. I'm not even about to verbally spar with someone who's at such a handicap. I'm not about to make videos about it. And the most I'll do is speak on it. I can speak on it all day. Seriously. It's just to that point. But I do tips and trick videos. Most people who got on YouTube was to get better. I know everyone wants to fake and act like they've been playing like this forever. You're a damn lie. And you know this, man. You know this. You haven't. So if you've gotten on YouTube to figure out how to play, if I don't play your play style, move on. There's so many channels out here. It's just the fact that you take time to even subtweet or to mention or to leave a comment on a video downgrading my quality, my gameplay, or my commentary, and it's unjustified. To a certain point, I must be doing something right because it affects you that much. There's only a couple videos I've watched that even have affected me mentally, and I'm gonna make videos about them. I mean, it's not in a negative way. It just had me thinking. Like I said, I go around YouTube to get inspiration. I'm not on here acting like I don't watch other YouTube videos and get inspiration. I do. I get inspiration from everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, the news, you know, just conversations with people, other people's videos. I mean, I'm not ashamed of that. That's where inspiration comes from other people who are doing this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I think the YouTube community will implode on itself because the rich keep getting richer. And the smaller channels, unless you ride someone else's coattail, you're not going to break through because everyone is too, if your content isn't what I like, I'm not going to help you. There is an audience for everything. An audience for everything. Whether it's search and destroy only, whether it's domination only, whether it's funny videos only, whether it's rushing videos, whether it's defensive tips and tricks, whether it's how to do a glitch, there's an audience for everything. Let everyone eat and get off the next man's table or plate. Because generally, if you're hating on the next dude, you're not sitting at the table with him. So I'm not even going to say get off his plate. But get off his table. Pay attention to your own table. Because maybe the content that you're making isn't to his liking, you know? But the average person just, okay, I mean, I'm not, whatever he's doing is cool. It's not for me though. but you're not going to turn around and invest energy in his destruction. Why? I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got time for all of that. Really, I don't. I don't have any time for that. So like I said, I just click off on the video and move on to the next. I'm always looking for talent. Always looking for people that I think will fit vid through. Not people that I think are good. People that have the potential to grow, to have an audience. It's not about me when I'm out here looking for new channels. Because I don't play RPGs. I don't like Let's Plays. But we partner those guys all the time. Because there's an audience for it and it's continuing to grow. Why should I be mad at that? Do I want everyone to do defensive tips and tricks on YouTube and the occasional off, not even comedy, but the occasional off-brand video? No, why would I do that? Then I'd be a clone of everyone else. I would dare to say, and I'm sure there are people out here who have seen way more videos than I've seen. I would say that there's probably only about 10 channels that could even be relatively compared to mine. And that's being modest. I'm sure there are more, but I haven't come across any. Because most people are showing how great they are at the game. And let me clarify something. I initially thought I was good enough at the game to post. And I am. There is no thought about that. So that's why I started posting. But if you watch my very first commentary, and it's not even up on this channel, but my very first commentary was a nuke on Trailer Park. And I was giving tips in my very first video. If you guys have ever seen it, think about that for a second. I have never been on here to say, hey, look at me go 99-1. I got a defensive Moab on Trailer Park. We were pretty well set up and it was easy as pie. And I wanted to share that with YouTube. So I've never been on here to do that, to just say, hey, I'm good, watch me. No, a good person makes the people around them better, period. Now, that's BS on YouTube because no one wants competition on YouTube. I don't care how many people try to appease subs and, oh, we want a competition playlist and yada yada. If you wanted competition, you sign up for an MLG tournament, one, because they're all over game battles and they're actually sanctioned by a referee being in the lobby. 2, you'd play game battles. 3, you would have tried Game Dunzo when that was out. So if you're perusing pubs, you're not looking for competition. You're looking for people who are ranked 1 through 80 and not even prestige yet. We call those chevrons. People's eyes light up when there's a rank 10 in the lobby. Not even prestige. Just took the package off the game, or the wrapper. Just took it off. People love that. But when you get a team of 6, 20th prestige, level 80, you'd be surprised how many people hit that B button, the Bravo button. Oh, they lost Tommy. Oh, we forgot Billy. Let's pick someone up. Bro, you got a full 6 over there. Who you picking up? The Prey Ground War? You don't want no competition. And half of these channels out here are fake anyway. Fake. I come across channels all the time like, bro, I know you. Bro, I know you. And your gameplay and your commentary does not mimic how you are when you're in game. Not even talking about people who rage, because we all rage. I'm talking about gameplay, game style, talking about, oh, you hate this, oh, you hate that, you hate ghosts, you hate silencers. Bro, you hate people who quit. You hate people who don't play the objective. There's so much fake stuff going on. But you know what? I don't call names. I don't go to channels and say dislike, because I don't have time for that. But I do have my own opinions. So for anyone who says, well, you're making a podcast about it, I'm making a podcast in general. I'm not calling anyone's names. I'm not going to give anyone any publicity. because most of the time that's what people want. Don't piggyback off me by hating on me. Do your thing. If you're better than me, you'll get there. Simple as that. Again, I don't care. This is YouTube. I'm outside of YouTube. I'm fine. I can quit YouTube today. Me and the missus can actually have more time to do what we need to do because I would have less responsibilities. Honestly, we can enjoy the house that we live in, travel, all of that good stuff. She would be all for it, honestly. But she supports what I do because what I'm doing is actually progressing. I'm not just another director on YouTube. I actually have a position with VidThru. Now, most of you might not care. That's fine. You're not supposed to care. That's my achievement. Honestly. But true friends are, happy for you. They support what you do. B, you roll with another team, but that's cool. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Everybody doesn't like A. Everybody doesn't like B. Everybody doesn't like A or B. There's always alternatives. It's that simple. But there's too many squares on YouTube. And that's why the circle of people that I will talk to, will work with, will converse with is so small because people just turn fake every day. Every day. And I go through channels, man. I'm just like, this is lame. This is whack. But again, I watched the video, didn't like it. I didn't come back to hate on your channel. I didn't leave a nasty comment like your channel is shit. I didn't go tweet and say, hey, check out this guy's channel who's trash. No, I clicked off the X and moved on about my business. That's what grown men do. Honestly. But there's going to be no back and forth, no video making, none of that. I'm not even gonna go raw instinct on people. It's not even worth calling names because it's insignificant, but it gives me material. That's what it is. It's insignificant to me. If I wasn't on YouTube, it wouldn't bother me. If I didn't have a podcast, I probably wouldn't even acknowledge it. But it makes for a great listen. Hopefully you guys are liking the listen. And that's all I could ask for is for you guys to listen. If you guys don't listen, I mean, that's always worse. Being ignored is the worst that you could do. People think that the worst you could do is give a bad critique. No, you still saw it. I still did my job. My job is to get my videos to as many viewers as possible. If you think your job is anything else, you're retarded. Excuse me. You're dumb. That is your job, is to get your video to as many people as possible. That's why we have tags. That's why we have titles. That's why we have a description. That's why based on all of those things, your video gets ranked on YouTube, on Google searches, all of that. Think about it for a second. People don't think before they actually speak. But if you think about it for a second, that's your job. If you're partnered, that's definitely your job. If you're just posting, videos of you playing football in the backyard, maybe not. Well, then why post that to YouTube? Someone in Antarctica doesn't care about that. But you want others to see it. That's what YouTube is. You want others to see it. So, come on, man. Like, I don't even argue with handicapped people mentally, meaning not handicapped in the disabled sense, but just people who just lack overall knowledge, man. Because when you think about it, what you just said was just dumb. I'm gonna just put it like that. It was dumb. I'm gonna start saving more of my topics for the podcast. More of my videos are going to be more straightforward now. I'm getting ready for the tips and trick videos for Black Ops 2. So you'll see the occasional tips and tricks video for the own VidThru crowd. That's just me perfecting my method. Like I said, I can always get better. I'm not the best at doing this. I'll continue to get better. I'm going to continue to try to get better. So you'll see that. All it is practice. If you don't want to use those tips, click the video. I don't care if you like it, dislike it, as long as you see it. Period. As long as you see it. If you don't see it, if no one watches my videos, then I'm not doing something right. But if you see it and dislike it, oh well. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when people shoot from the hip and talk with lack of knowledge. That bothers me. Because you have a bigger problem than YouTube. That's just my opinion. You can do what you will with that information. So I'll try to save more topics for the podcast. It's just hard finding a day to really post it. You know, Thursdays, PKA is on, so I don't really want to compete with them. Then Fridays, no one's really watching videos. So that's why I tried Wednesdays, but, you know, that's middle of the week. So I don't know, Saturday, Sunday, maybe. You know, maybe I might try Friday nights because people may watch it like Saturday morning before they get started with their day. So maybe Friday nights. But I will try. I know I say this every podcast. I apologize for those who actually listen to the podcast. I apologize. But it is something that I really like to do, and I would really like to get a co-person to do these things because I think it's a lot better when it's more than just me talking. Though I don't have a problem carrying it, but I understand from a listener's standpoint that you may want a difference of opinion. And like I said, I always say Mike and Mike in the morning is where I would like to be. If I could do that and have syndication and get my message out to as many people as I can, I'd be in heaven. Definitely. No problems. But we'll get there. And I'm going to continue to do what I need to do to get there. Period. It's that simple. I think that's it. I think what I wanted to say is nothing's changing. What's going to change is I may do a little bit less comedy and more straightforward. I think people really appreciate, I won't say they really appreciate the straightforward commentaries. So I think I'll do more of those. I think there's a void out there for more just straight up talk. Yeah, I think there is a void out there for that. So, as I always say, man, I've lost a lot of people I thought were friends in this process of YouTube. Maybe because they didn't blow up the way they thought, or maybe because I blew up and they didn't think I deserved it. But I've lost a lot of support. I've maintained a lot of support, and I've gotten new support. I appreciate everyone because they have had some form or some hand in shaping what the Mr. Felix Black channel is today. So I appreciate that. For those who jumped off the bandwagon, thank you. We don't like dead weight around here. I appreciate that. Hopefully we don't cross paths in any beefs or anything like that. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. It's that simple. For those who support the channel, we're going to continue to do great things, and I'm always looking to collaborate with people who are deserving of a collaboration. I will not just collaborate with anyone. Those times are over. I think YouTube has burned enough bridges with me, so I won't do that anymore. I have no desire to do that, but I have certain people that I would like to work with, and I will do that. So thank you to the supporters. Never stop what you're doing because someone else has an opinion. Never settle on something because someone else has an opinion. Continue to chase the dream. Mr. Felix Black, Hear Me Out Podcast.
I can lock and load. Bitch.